Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shashank Ranjan, and I welcome you all to the top 200 most important MCQs for the upcoming Afcat examination. Ladies and gentlemen, this initiative from NDI has been taken to make you all familiar with the top news items that were in news in the past 6 months. And in this series of videos, we have already covered December, November, October, September, and half of August. Now, we are on the second part of August, and after that, we'll cover July. In this manner, this last 6 months current affairs from July till December will get completely covered. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to the first question. The question number one is, in August 2021, the Union Cabinet gave approval for 127th Constitutional Amendment Bill, which restores the power of state and union territories to make their own dash list that was earlier removed in dash constitutional amendment. So the options are here on your screen. Please attempt it and we'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer for this question is uh, to make their own OBC list, okay, which was earlier removed in 102nd Constitutional Amendment. So, according to 102nd Constitutional Amendment, the power was taken from state and union territory, and it was given to the NCBC Commission that was said, the National Backward Class Commission. Okay, so that was that was made, and the power was taken, but this power has been restored again to the state and union territory to put the whichever cars they want to put in their own state into the OBC list, they can do it. Okay, let's move to the next question. So the next question is, which of the following wing of Indian Armed Forces participated in the tabletop TT wargaming exercise along with Indian Army? So which other along with Indian Army, which other wing of Indian Armed Forces participated in tabletop wargaming exercise? Options are on your screen. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer for this question is only one and two. That is Indian Navy and Indian Air Force. So it's not Indian Coast Guard. It is Indian Air Force, Indian Navy, and Indian Army. The three had this tabletop wargaming exercise. Okay, so the India's three uh, armed services, Indian Army, Air Force, Navy, it was held to fine tune the model of integrated tri-services theater commands. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to announce the creation of four new integrated theater commands from the Red Fort on 15th August 2021, which he already did. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Name the country that in August 2021 joined the Coalition on Disaster Resilient Infrastructure CDRI along with Canada. So along with Canada, which of these following joined the Coalition on Disaster Resilient Infrastructure CDRI? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer is Bangladesh. See, CDRI is a very, very prominent organization. It helps any country to counter uh, itself against the disaster, any kind of natural disaster that comes. Okay, now the country like Bangladesh is actually facing a huge risk in the climate, when the climate change is going on, that it might get completely, half of the country might get completely drowned in the water, because the way the water is slowly approaching towards the land, it appears as if Bangladesh is going to be half drowned. Now, in this regard, CDRI, which is Coalition or Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, the CDRI is the organization which helps these countries to uh, come up with these kind of disaster resilient infrastructure in their own countries, so that the impact of the disaster is less. Also, these countries, after doing collision, they also share their satellites and other resources to help the countries to tackle the natural disasters. All right, so the next question is on the screen. Which country virtually hosted the SEO Justice Ministers Meeting 2021, where India proposed implementation of e-Lok Adalat, a dispute redressal system? So you have the options on your screen. Please attempt this question. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer for this question is Tajikistan. So recently, the Union Minister of Law and Justice, Kiran Rijiju, participated in 8th Justice Minister Meeting 2021 of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, held at Tajikistan virtually. The meeting was hosted by Tajikistan. India proposed the move to launch e-Lok Adalat, a tool to settle disputes by combining technology and alternative dispute resolution. Okay, so let's move to the next question, which is identify the organization that partnered in August 2021 with Iraq Bank data centers for converting India's first hyperscale data center as 100% renewable energy powered. Okay, so you have option on your screen. Attempt this. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer is Renew Power. Okay, Renew Power has signed the MOU with RAG Bank Data Center Limited to power India's first hyperscale data center with 100% renewable energy. It is also said to be India's first green data center. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the important thing which you should note here is, firstly, the data centers are very important. Why are data centers important? Especially when it comes to the information privacy, information security, uh, in information security perspective, the privacy of the Indian people, of Indians, it becomes it comes on stake when the data centers are placed in some other countries, especially, for example, the companies like Amazon and all, they they collect a lot of customer and consumer data, right? And the companies like Google, Facebook, now they have a lot of data of the Indian people. Now what they do is they collect this data and they store it in their own parent country. Like Google stores it in California, similarly Facebook stores it in California, and Amazon stores it somewhere. Now, but that's outside the boundary of our country. In that case, the information that belongs to the Indian people, they get stored in some other country. Now, the Indian government said that this is not right. It's like whenever now if it is being stored in some other country, so whenever some other country's government wants to access the information, it can always ask these companies to share the information with them, and these companies will share the information with their own government. And how could they deny their own government, right? So that puts the Indian data at peril, the privacy of Indians at peril, and thereby the government had taken this initiative to establish various data centers in India, so that these companies, they could invest in the data centers here, and put store the data here in the data centers that are being established by Indian government. Okay, especially these data centers are coming in the little colder region, because the data center gets heated up fast. So especially in the northeastern region and in the Jammu Kashmir region, we are going to set up a lot of data centers. Now, the first green data centers that works completely on the solar energy uh, 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 is Rack Bank data centers, and it is India's first hyperscale data center with 100% renewable energy powered. Okay, let's move to the next question. So the next question is, which ministry launched Garima Grihas as an organization to provide safe and secure shelter for transgender persons? You have option on your screen. Attempt it. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer for this is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. They launched this Garima Griha shelter for transgender person. Okay, you have next question on your screen. Who authored the book An Invitation to Die, a Cardinal Acharya's Mystery? So you have option on your screen. Attempt this. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the option here is Tanushri Poddar. So Tanushri Poddar has written this book, An Invitation to Die, Colonel Acharya's Mystery. Okay, the next question is on your screen. Identify the organization that partnered with Indian Bank to fund a startup under Indian Bank's IND Springboard scheme. So current, okay, attempt this. Then we'll have a discussion on this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer for this is IIM Bangalore. Okay, so Indian Bank signed an MOU with NSRCL, the Entrepreneurship Center for Excellence at IIM Bangalore, to provide funding for identified startup under the under Indian Bank IND Springboard scheme. Now, IND Springboard scheme is a scheme that helps to promote entrepreneurship in our country. These are something which is very important, especially to motivate the new generation people to go for a startup. Like there's a trend in our country where everyone goes and runs behind the government job, but that's not actually right. That's not good for the country, especially when we have so many young population in our country. Not everyone can be employed to the government jobs, and after, even though if they're employed to the government job, that's not going to provide any kind of productivity until unless there are new generation, new generation people who are coming up with companies like Tata, Reliance, and all. Make some big companies. That's important. Go for some startup, and once a person does a startup, he can provide the employment to many other people, and therefore this becomes very important that they must be motivated to start a startup. Okay, so Indian Bank has signed an MOU with NSRCL, the Entrepreneurship Center of Excellence at IIM in Bangalore, to provide funding for identified startup under Indian Bank's Ind Spring Board scheme. So it is with IIM Bangalore. Okay, let's move to the next question. Name the organization that partnered with UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office to launch the Entrepreneurship Promotion Scheme. Swavlamban Challenge Fund. So, which of the following bank, basically, sorry, organization has partnered with UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office to launch entrepreneurship promotion scheme? Swavlamban Challenge Fund. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer here is SIDBI. Okay, so SIDBI, in collaboration with Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office of UK, has launched the Swavilamban Challenge Fund to promote the entrepreneurship in India. Okay, so SIDBI is basically the Small Industry Development Bank of India. So that's SIDBI, and so SIDBI has partnered with this UK's Foreign Commonwealth Development Office. So this is a government office UK. So it's basically a cooperation between India and UK to launch the Swavilamban Challenge Fund to promote entrepreneurship in India. So there are a lot of schemes going on for skill development and entrepreneurship in our country. Okay, let's move to the next question. Identify the organization that was recognized by Mahatma Gandhi's National Council for Rural Education as District Green Champion in 2020-2021. So every year, one university is generally recognized by Mahatma Gandhi National Council of for Rural Education as a District Green Champion. So this year, which university has been chosen for this? Option are on your screen. Attempt it. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right. So the answer for this question is Chitkara University. Okay. So Mahatma Gandhi's National Council of Rural Education, MGNCRE, under the Ministry of Education, has recognized the Chitkara University in Patiala as the District Green Champion for the academic year 2020-2021. Okay, so you have the next question on your screen. Who recently, in August 2021, became first women director of Geological Survey of India? So Geological Survey of India is a very, very prominent organization. Now, this woman has become the first women director of Geological Survey of India. So who is this first lady? All right. So the answer for this question is Dhriti Banerjee. So Dhriti Banerjee is the first woman director of Geological Survey of India. Let's move to the next question. Who was appointed as the Indian ambassador of MotoGP by Eurosport India? So who was appointed as Indian ambassador of MotoGP, Eurosport India? Options are on your screen. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right. So the answer for this is John Abraham. So John Abraham has been uh, appointed as the Indian ambassador of MotoGP. Okay, we have the next question on the screen. Identify the organization that collaborated with Meeti Startup Hub, MSH, as the support deep tech startup. What is Meeti? It is Ministry of Electronics and IT. Okay, so that's Meeti. So uh, identify the organization that collaborated with the Ministry of Electronics and IT, Startup Hub, MSH, to support deep tech startup. You have option on your screen. Attempt this. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer here is India Accelerator. Okay, so India Accelerator has collaborated with Ministry of Electronics and IT Startup Hub to support the deep tech startups in India. Okay, let's move to the next question. Which company won its second consecutive Golden Peacock National Training Award 2021 under the pharmaceutical category? So under pharmaceutical category, which company has won second consecutive Golden Peacock National Training Award? Options are on your screen. Attempt this. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer for this question is Sai Life Sciences. So Sai Life Sciences Limited, located in Hyderabad, Telangana, was conferred with the Golden Peacock National Training Award 2021 in pharmaceutical category. This is the second consecutive Golden Peacock Award for this company. Okay, you have the next question on your screen. In August 2021, Shankar Subramanian Narayan, a second time Indian Olympian, passed away. For which sport did he represent India in Olympics? So he represented India in Olympics in which of the following sports? So Shankar Subramaniam Narayan, a second time Indian Olympian, a two-time Indian Olympian. I'm sorry, second time I said. Okay, attempt this. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer for this is football. So Shankar Subramanian Narayan represented India in football for Olympics twice. Okay, so he was also known as SS Babu Narayan, and he passed due to cardiac arrest in Thane in Maharashtra. He represented India in Melbourne 1956 Summer Olympics and Rome 1960 Summer Olympics as Indian football team's goalkeeper. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's move to the next question. Identify the state or union territory that launched Pani Mah, a month-long campaign to accelerate the implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission. So Jal Jeevan Mission is a central government scheme, and to accelerate this, a state has recently launched Pani Mah. So which of the following state or union territory uh, is that one? Attempt this. We'll check the answer in 10 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the answer here is Ladakh. So the Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh, R.K. Mathur, launched a month-long campaign called Panima, the Water Month, to accelerate the implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission and to improve and engage the village communities on importance of clean water in Union Territories of Ladakh. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So these were the 16 most important questions for the day. Now we are left with the July month's current affairs. So two more videos are going to come. We have already covered this in 10 parts. So the 11th part will be coming up. And so stay tuned and keep preparing well for your examination. Keep practicing as many mocks as possible. And if you have any doubt, please post it in the comment box below. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet in the next session.